Today we're covering 8th grade, Chapter 10, Lesson 1, Loans and Interest Rates. And a loan is money either lent or borrowed that must be repaid with interest. And there are several different types of loans. We have easy access loans. Those are short-term loans that usually have a very high interest rate. Those are things like payday loans or those little shops that you see in town about title loans, or even a credit card could be considered an easy access loan. It's something that's really easy to get the money and you don't take it out for very long. Usually just, a few months, sometimes a couple of years, but not for very long. An interest rate is a percentage of money that is charged for the use of money. So everything has an interest rate. If you take out a loan for a house, you have to pay an interest rate. And right now that could be anywhere from 2% to 8%. Credit cards are the easy access loans. They have higher interest rates, like 24%. That's pretty high compared to the 2% you might get for a mortgage. And a car loan would be somewhere in between there. I once went into town with a friend and was kind of helping him pay off a easy access loan, one of the payday loans. And I made the woman look up the interest rate. The annual percentage rate on the payday loan that he got in Jacksonville, Texas was 180%. Now remember, a mortgage would be around 2%. He was paying 180%. So easy access loans are to be avoided as much as possible. See, the amount of the loan is called the principal, and the interest is the percent, and the length of time is called the term of the loan, and all of this affects the total cost to repay. Remember, we have a formula that we use. Interest equals principal times rate times time or times the term. Let's look at some examples of some loans. So Victor wants to take out a loan for $17,000 for a car. The interest rate is 4.25% for 5 years, or 60 months. 60 months is 5 years. Compare the total cost if the loan length was 4 years with an interest rate of 4%. The picture below is an example of an online calculator, and you will need to use an online calculator. I'll show you where to get those later. But for right now, look at the picture. It has the loan amount for $17,000 and an interest rate of 4.25% for 60 months. That would make a payment of $315. Or he could take out the same amount of loan, but a slightly smaller interest rate. See, if the bank doesn't have to risk giving you money for longer, because the longer they let you keep it, that's a bigger risk, they will give you a smaller interest rate if you pay it back faster. So if he pays it out in 48 months, his monthly payments are $383.84. So he's paying more, but he's only paying for 48 months. So what does that mean? Well, if he pays for $315 for 60 months, that would be too many zeros. $18,900. But if he pays this for 48 months, and yes, you get to use a calculator too. it would be about $18,424.32. So if he does it this way, in the long run, he's paying less money. So if you can possibly take out a loan for less time and take on a little bit more per month, then in the long run, he saved almost $500. I'm going to just round it. $476 is how much he would save if he could take it out for a less amount of time. You will need some kind of loan calculator today. You can find one online. They have them at calculator.net, and then you could click on loan calculator and it looks something like this picture. And then you're able to put in the amount of the loan, the terms of the loan, the percent, and then you can hit calculate, and it will give you the information that you need to answer some of these questions. If you're using a phone or a tablet, you might want to use Easy Calculator. That's the one I prefer. You can download, it looks like this, Easy Calculator. And that's the picture that I'm using actually on these. So this is the Easy Calculator, and when the screen comes up, you click on the little house that says Loan Calculator. So let's look at some of the problems that you're going to do today. You're going to be figuring out what the monthly payment would be for these terms. So Caleb here took out a loan for $5,200 using a credit card. That's an easy access loan. And so you put in 24 months and 8%. And it tells you what the monthly payment is. And it also tells you the total payments. And those are the two answers you're going to be looking for. And then you're going to explain why the annual interest increases as the loan lengthens. Notice that as the loan, they have more time, 24 months all the way up to 72 months, but as they get more time to pay, why does the interest rate go up? And number 3 says, what happens to the monthly payment? You'll notice that this one was, and what happens when you get to this one? Is it more or is it less? And then again, it gives you another table, and I believe you only have to do these two. And then number 5 says Charlotte will take out a $12,000 student loan with a 6.74 annual interest rate and a term of 4 years. Good for Charlotte, because many people pay on those for 20 or more years. What is her monthly payment and how much is the amount of interest? I believe the question you really have to ask is how much is her interest? Well, if you use the calculator, it'll tell you the total interest.